our live Fit 30 this morning. We're going to do an interesting little combination here, spending just a few minutes doing some shoulder strengthening exercises using our loop resistance bands. If you don't have the bands, then you can do the moves without and you'll still benefit. And then we're going to get into our cardio moves. So let's get right into it. We're just going to begin with some simple exercises for the shoulders to warm them up without using the bands at all. So you can have shoes on or off, by the way. Play some music in the background if you would find that useful. We're going to move the feet out just a little wider than the hips and then just start to bring the arms up and out. Feel the shoulder blades dropping down the back and draw the arms in. So you've seen this move before. It's one of the StayAhead tools. So we open out. This is the cactus and we bring it in. So this is a great tool to remember just to help keep the shoulders mobile. And think about the shoulder blades down and then out as the elbows come in. Down as the arms go out, and the shoulder blades widen as the arms come in. So find a nice bit of range of motion here. Couple more. And release. We're going to lean to the side and shake the fingers, the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. The entire arm is loose and shake it out. Other side, fingers, wrist, elbow, and the shoulder. Loose and relaxed. Back to center, arms up. This time the fingers interlace behind the head. Open the elbows out. It's a similar move. You're just going to start to push the elbows back. And I want to add a little back bend here. So squeeze the glutes and lean back as you look up. And then bring the elbows in. Now we're going to go down lower, elbows toward the ground. Come back up. So we accentuate the movement, open out, squeeze the glutes, arc the back, elbows in, lower down. Keep going, couple more. And last one. And release. Awesome. Roll the shoulders. Now, as far as our bands go, I want you to have your lightest band for these first couple of them. Then you might want to go to a heavier band for the other exercises. But have your lightest band here. And we want to make sure we have a solid base. So push the feet into the ground and contract the abs and the glutes. So at least have them toned, not tightened so you're frozen, but just feel like your lower body is supporting you. And then the arms come straight out. And we're just going to open and close. So if you have too tight of a band, the arms won't go out very far. That's why we're using the lightest band. But because we're stretching it pretty far, you should definitely still feel something happening. Now, as you do this movement, draw those shoulder blades down and keep your posture tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down just enough to relax the shoulders for a moment. Maybe move the neck around. Now come right back to the same position, except this time the palms face outward. Out and in. It's the exact same movement. We just flip the palms. Now, if this gets too much, you can always stop early or don't push the band quite as wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. I don't know about you, but I definitely can feel that. So roll out the shoulders. Now let's take the band and we're going to face the palms away. Or sorry, the palms toward each other, backs of the hands away. This time the band goes all the way up overhead. Now, if this causes you trouble in the shoulders, bend the elbows so the band is closer to the head. This will be just fine. Now here we open out and then bend the elbows. Bring it up and the band comes in. Now push the band out, bend the elbows. Now keep the band wide as you bend the elbows and bring the band behind your head. Then come back up, out, bend, band goes down. Back up, out, bend, and back up. Out, bend, and back up. Couple more. And get one more. Excellent. All right. This next one is a single arm exercise. So you're going to bring the band up and actually turn the palms the other way. So you're going to be able to kind of grab onto the band just a little bit here. The right arm is going to anchor and the left arm is going to bend out to the side, elbow coming down toward your rib. So here you can really take the arm wide because the band is pretty stretchy, right? You're using a pretty easy band here. So you can get a pretty big movement. So don't go just straight down, go out and down. I don't know about you, but I get a little shoulder popping and cracking here. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's not like you're hurting anything. Last one. And release. Let the arms come down for a rest. Now you notice that the anchor arm is getting work done as well. So we're stabilizing with one side, we're moving with the other side. Arms up, left arm stays stationary, arm goes out and bends elbow toward the ribs. Out and down, out and down. Really hold that arm stable. Couple more. All right. Whew. Great work, everybody. Definitely shake out those arms. I'm going to go to a little heavier band here. You can stick with the same one if you want. It's totally up to you. We're going to split the feet apart. And then, so I'm going to do right leg forward, right hand in front. Okay. So your right hand, palm faces down, left hand pulls the band, elbow bending. Bring your elbow toward your ribs. Now, take note here, if you can take a quick look up here, we don't need to pull the elbow back really a whole lot further than the ribs. That could put a little strain on the shoulder. So just bring that elbow right along the rib cage. Keep your front knee bent and stabilize. And remember that our stabilizing arm is getting work done here too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you can see that you can do a little heavier band here if you want. Let's switch to the other side and begin. So as always, the reason I like the bands, as I've mentioned many times, is if you don't quite have enough resistance, you can always just add in another 3 or 5 reps after I've finished. I'm basically going on what I feel based on my band and my body strength. So if you need to do a couple or 3 more based on the band that you're using, that's perfectly fine. You just sneak them in real quick at the end, and then we'll transition to the next exercise. Opposite of that, of course, is that if you need to do fewer, that's fine too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, last one. You're going to step on the band with your front foot. Step on the band, get a split stance, and now the arm goes straight back and down. This is kind of an unusual exercise. The arm is going to stay straight, and it's not a big movement. So you can go back to the lighter band if you want to. Keep the arm straight, and you're going to feel this in the tricep. And as well as the rest of the shoulder. I'm going to do 3 more. All right. Switch sides. Last one, and then we're going to get to our moves. Anchor the band underneath the front foot. Step back way far. If you don't step back far enough, this is going to be really difficult. So step back very far, and then the arm is staying straight. 5 more. All right. Fantastic. Move that band, come on back up. So in just a few minutes, I think that was maybe even a little less than 10 minutes, we got a really nice little shoulder workout, some range of motion, as well as our strengthening exercises. Okay, so super, you can clear the bands out of the way. And let's get moving. So, nothing fancy here today, just getting our moving in. So, as always, you choose your pace. Walking feels like one foot is on the ground at all times. That's your walking pace. Make sure your arms are moving. If you're interested in just a little more activity, then it's a jogging pace where it's barely perceptible, but technically speaking, you're airborne for a split second, a very split second. Now, obviously, if you were to go into a full, running motion or a gallop, then, it would be obvious that your feet are airborne at the same time. But we don't really need to do that here unless, of course, you really want to. But just this constant, steady state of movement. All right, keep those legs going, and let's add some arms. Straight up and down. And by the way, those little band exercises, you could always go back to this video and just watch the first part of it. And it's not hard to remember the exercises, right? If you have feelings like your shoulders aren't very strong, then just go back. I think, what do we do? 5 exercises, I think. So super easy just to go back and watch those and then remember them and repeat them a couple of times a week. All right, let's start to move from side to side. So we're going to cross the feet as best as you can. Obviously, you're doing your best to pick your feet up rather than slide them across. So it'll feel almost like a dance step as you're moving your feet. Coordination, agility. Keep going with this same movement, but bring the arms out to the sides. Now, I don't know if my brain can handle this or not. You can try this. You probably are better at this than I am. We're going to see if we can get the arms to go. So arms up and down while you're still crossing your feet. Couple more. And back to center. Take the legs out wide, straddle position, get down low, and start to go from side to side. So a little slower is fine. Or if you're interested in a little faster pace, feel free to pick it up. Now, maybe you're ready to step the feet out just a little wider. Notice I've got my toes aimed well to the outsides. That just helps the hips to move a little more freely. If you want a little more, you can keep the hands up off the knees. And if your cardio is going fine here, you don't feel too taxed, try a few breaths in and out through the nose. In fact, not a bad idea to do the entire sequence here today, breathing through your nose if you can. About 10 more seconds. Try to stay low on these last 10. All right, awesome, everybody. Walk those feet in and start to kick back and side to side. If there's any knee problems with this bending, just lift the foot a little bit off the ground like this. No problem. If the knees feel fine, try to get the heel to the bottom. Now, once you've got that down, let's add the arms. Opposite side. Give yourself a smile. Awesome, everybody. Try a few breaths through your nose. One of the benefits of doing these exercises, breathing through your nose, is that it reminds us, anytime you can breathe through your nose, you're so much better off in terms of the way your body uses air, the way your body utilizes the air that's coming in. Much more efficient when you breathe through your nose. Let's go about 10 more seconds here. So here, now that heart rate is up just a little bit, it's a little more challenging to breathe through the nose, so it's good practice. All right. Excellent, everybody. Start to go forward and back. So a nice movement here. Pick those feet up. A little more challenging going backwards, of course. Arms are really moving. Get those arms relaxed and flowing. All right, let's switch to a lateral movement, but this time we're not going to cross the feet. So you can walk or you can do a little hop. Either one works. Make sure that you're getting those feet up off the ground. Let's add the arms. Draw a few breaths in and out through the nose. And we'll go about 10 more seconds here. And back to center. If you're following along, legs wide. If you're following along with my StayAhead tools, you've seen the new one this week is the windmill. Arms out, reach, and up, and reach. So really fly those arms around. One of the best ways to improve or work on your cardio is nothing more than getting those arms above the heart and then reaching the arms down below the heart. Head up above the heart, head down below the heart is a great way to enhance your cardio-respiratory system. 10 more seconds here. Beautiful. Back to center. Let's walk it out. So one thing I like to remind people of with this particular workout is we want to let go of this need to have it be an incredibly hard, sweaty, crazy workout. Now, a little sweat is great. And actually, I hope you are getting a little bit of a sweat going. But remember, zone 2 training, let's get some arm action here. Zone 2 training means that you're able to carry on a normal conversation where someone can understand you while you're moving. So hopefully you can understand me. My voice should feel or sound a little breathy. That would be perfect. So if you're working out with somebody this morning, that's awesome. Talk to them. turn me off, turn my volume down, watch my movements, and you two just have a conversation. And you'll find that it's actually a little more taxing to your cardio-respiratory system to talk while you're moving. All right, let's relax the arms, and we're going to go back to those kickbacks. Now this time, you're going to go single arm punch, single arm punch. Now get some vigor in your punching motion. Punch, punch, punch. And 20 minutes really isn't very long, but it's long enough to get our benefit. You can read anything you want to about how long your zone 2 training should go. And I've seen, 45 minutes, 4 days a week. And I'm like, who's going to actually do that? I don't know about you, but I'm not. But I still want to keep my heart and lungs healthy. So how about 20 minutes a couple of times a week? Or let's release that. How about just your active walk outside? So can you increase the pace of your walking? Excuse me. Brisk with really active arm movements when you're outside doing your moves. Doing your walking. All right. Right foot steps forward. You bend the knee. You reach down to the foot. Step up, reach up. Same leg, same side. Right foot, reach down, step up. Now, don't take too big of a step. It's a fairly small step, so you can power yourself up back to the start relatively quickly. If you step too far, it's going to be really hard to come back. We got 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms down and right to the other side. Small step, bend the knee, reach down, step up. Now, your back should be relatively straight, but you don't have to keep it perfectly straight. So think about looking out ahead of your foot a little bit so you're not completely rounding the spine. But I want you to bend the knee a little in order to help you get your hands closer to your foot rather than just rounding the spine and keeping your legs straight. We got 5 left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and walk it out. Keep it going. Get out. Nice job, everybody. All right, let's get into some of our favorites. Or for some of you anyway, I know it's your favorite, is our punches. We're going to do just a simple jab punch to start. So you're going to turn and jab. You're going to step back. You're going to step in and punch. So you're stepping, shuffling your feet without dragging them, and then punch. All right, start to go a double punch. Punch, punch, and back. Punch, punch, and back. Punch, punch. Last one, switch sides. Singles. One of my favorite aspects of this style of workout that we do here with my program is the agility work. Yes, we're raising the heart rate, getting 20 minutes of steady state exercise, but we're really working on our coordination and agility. All right, let's go for those double punches. Jab, 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 jab. Any of you boxing experts out there, this is not how you would do a jab, right? You don't do this shuffling business. This is about our exercise. All right, good. Now we're going to go to an uppercut. So again, we're going to make this a whole body movement. So the uppercut, you make a fist, the arm starts low, and you step and swing up. And then you step back, you step forward, and swing up. So the elbow is bent as you come up. Bend and rise up with a strong thrusting action. We're going to do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Step into it, and a big old looping uppercut. I don't know about you, but sometimes my feet don't go exactly the way I want them to. That's okay. And 5 more. Last 2. And last one. Good. Back to center. Nice job, everybody, side to side. So we kind of turn this time, so we're not shuffling the feet as much here. So I said side to side, really I just meant moving, walking along your mat or for the length of your mat. All right, keep going with this. The arms are going to go out and in. Don't throw the elbows too far back. So about to here and back. Not all the way back, that could strain the shoulder. So kind of reduce the movement going back. You can cross the arms going forward. Try to keep the elbows basically in front of you, so to speak, or at least not entering into the back plane of the body. Couple more. And back to center. Legs wide, arms up. Cross the arms, lower down, cross the arms. Rise up, lower down. Deep breath. Five more. Here's another one where the arms and the head are going below the heart and above the heart. Last 2. Last one. And release. Arms down. Grab your resistance band again and feel free to go for an easier one. Now that we're at the end of our workout, in other words, a lighter band if you like, or if you're still looking for more challenge, get the heavier band, bring it around your ankle. And begin your side steps. So we're going to start to cool down here, but we're still going to get in a little bit of work. So for those of you that have been doing this exercise with me for a long time, because it's one of our staples, isn't it? We do it a lot. If you use an easier band, it makes a gigantic difference. And that's okay. Because as I said, we're cooling down here. If you have that easier band, stick with it and just enjoy it. Make this not maybe quite so hard this time. Excellent. Back to center. You can hold on to a chair or the wall if you like, or without. Either way, step the right foot forward, out, and back. Forward, out, and back. If this feels wobbly, go ahead and hold on to something. And switch legs. So definitely got a little sweat going here. As I said, sweating isn't the goal of steady state exercise, but everyone's a little different. The temperature of your room, your physical conditioning, and some people just simply sweat more than others. So it doesn't really matter, but I want you, as we finish up here, just to feel how your body feels with this exercise. Let's come back to center. Move the feet just a little wider. Move the knees out just a little wider. So that band is stretched. Let your arms be by your sides. Breathe. And arms by your sides or hands across your chest. Where your heart and lungs reside, we have done good work here today, taking care of these vital organs that are so much more than just simple mechanical objects. Our heart and our lungs are life itself, the pulsing, expansion of these wonderful organs that give us life every single day. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Sweep the hands up high and lower the arms down. Beautiful workout today, everybody. I'm so glad you joined me. We got our great shoulder work done. We did our steady state cardio, and we even did a little bit of cool down hip work at the end. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and bye for now.